Hi, I'm Charlie Hain.
Nice to meet you, Charlie. My name's Katrina. I'll be the one interviewing you today.
Awesome.
So let's start out. I just would like you to tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I am 24 years old. I'm a senior here at Winona State. Um, I'm from Rochester, Minnesota, born and raised. I graduated from Mayo High School in Rochester in 2009. Following, I went to RCTC. After 1 year of generals, I took a photography class, and that's how the whole photography thing started. After finishing my photo certificate at RCTC, I took a year and a half off just to pay some bills, basic life stuff like that. And then this marks my 2.5 years here at Winona, and I will be graduating in the spring with my degree in photography and digital imaging, and then my minor in individualized studies.
Excellent to hear. Why photography? How did you get into photography?
I've always found myself as quite a creative person, I suppose. I mean, dating back to elementary school, art class, or trying to be as creative as possible on assignments for school. And leaving high school, I wanted to become a director and work in the film industry. Um, but I didn't decide to go to film school right away. I decided to stay home, go to community college, financially cheaper, and you know, who knows what could happen figuring out. I'm a great example. I was just taking generals, had to take an art class, took a photography class, and the rest is history. I found a lot of things that I enjoyed in filmmaking that I did in the still image, composition, telling a story, but you only have one image as opposed to minutes, hours, etc. So yeah.
Okay. What would you say your current emphasis is in photography? Where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, before I can tell you where I am now, I suppose I should elaborate on where I started. Um, at RCTC, around that time, I was really into skateboarding. I skateboarded through the latter couple years of high school, and so when I took a photography class and they told you to take photos of something, it was an easy, natural transition. And so at RCTC, my main emphasis, pretty much everything I took photos of, was skateboarding, the culture, the people, the lifestyle. Whereas currently, I realize that just solely pursuing one aspect doesn't make you very well-rounded. Um, and so currently, I'm trying to, master my studio skills. I've worked in film before, taking portraits. Currently, I really enjoy automotive photography and that sort of thing. So currently, my focus isn't necessarily pinpointed in one direction. It's mostly trying to become as well-rounded as possible.
Okay. Um, I know a lot of the things that you mentioned that you like taking photos of. There's a lot of amateur photographers out there these days. They all have Facebook pages and they all claim to be photographers. So what sets you apart from those people that may have all the equipment with professional body kit and the lenses, etc.?
Well, first off is my education. A lot of those people they just enjoy taking photos on their phone and whatnot, and they'll go out and they'll buy that entry level DSLR with a kit lens and just start shooting, probably not knowing a whole lot about photography. Whereas me, I've been shooting for going on 6 years, and then a lot of my classes is not always just here's an assignment, go fulfill it. It's develop your concept, start sketching. I mean, which has nothing to do with photography, but sketch your ideas and your shot list, develop that concept before you even push the shutter. And so I feel like that's one area that I excel. I always try and create the perfect concept or visualize the image in my head before I even take my camera out of my bag.
Exactly. So bouncing off of that, how would you set yourself apart from those other professional photographers out there? What makes your work unique?
First of all, I'm going to say I hate cliche. Um, I'm definitely one of those people that's really put off by the cliche sunset engagement photos and stuff like that. And one thing that I would say sets me apart is what I'm working at right now. Is trying to be as well-rounded as possible. I would say there's not a whole lot of photographers that you can hire these days that have the option of shooting your wedding engagement in film, or I want to explore different medium format film, videography for weddings and whatnot. But trying to be as well-rounded as possible and be that Swiss Army knife for whoever my client is.
Absolutely, those are great points. My last question for you today is how is this class that you're taking now going to help you get to where you want to be in the future with your
Well,
career?
I see my future as a cake called being a professional photographer. And this class is like the shopping list where I'm allowed to pick classes such as advertising, PR, business, put them in my cart as ingredients to make that cake that I like to call being a professional photographer.
Alrighty, that was a great analogy. It was great to meet you, Charlie. Thank
Thank
you.
you.